Hi there, welcome to my views and news. It seems that Ethiopia is deploying more troops on its border with Eritrea in one section of the border. Because yesterday I reported that Ethiopian military was seen withdrawing from some parts of Ethiopia Eritrea border, Tigray Eritrea border. But it seems that Ethiopian military is withdrawing from one section of the border and more deployments are being made to another section. What is the logic behind this relocation of Ethiopian troops and deployments in new areas where there seems to be possibilities of a conflict between Ethiopian military and Eritrean military, or Ethiopian internal forces which could involve Eritrea as well. Uh, First viewers, yesterday I reported that Ethiopian military had been seen heading towards western zone, Welkait, Humera from Tigray, and it is being confirmed by Tigray natives too, Tigray locals as well, that from Rama Adwa, Ethiopian military, has been withdrawn. We cannot say that the border has no Ethiopian military. The military is there, but reportedly some units have been withdrawn and they are being relocated to Western zone. Why? Because in the last night's live chat as well, some viewers asked questions. They said, Sajid, ENDF is being deployed to Western Zone Slamti because of tensions there. Some said that there was fighting in the outskirts of Humera city between military and militia members led by Damak Zedu. Others said that in Slamti, an ENDF member had been killed. That is why now new deployments of the military are being made to the Western Zone, including Salam. I could not confirm both the incidents, so I'll let you know if I'm able to confirm. But what I've been able to confirm, I want to share with you, and that is more Ethiopian troops are being deployed from Humera to Hajar. Hajar is obviously in Eritrea. Humera is in Ethiopia. Humera is the main town in Western Zone. Humera is very close to Eritrean border. And one main road which connects Amhara region with Eritrea is the one which passes through Humera. Gondar, Dansha, Humera, Hajar road. And this is the only main road which connects Western Zone with Eritrea. Though you can enter Eritrea, by the way, from some other areas too, but there is no main road. Only one main road. Why is that military is being deployed in large numbers to the north of Humera? The north of Humera is Eritrean border. Are there fears that Eritrean military will intervene? Are there fears that Eritrea will support Amhara militia members, Damak Zedu-led militia members in Humera and Welkait? Because we know that large parts of southern zone have been retaken by Tigray fighters. Ethiopian federal forces are there too, but mainly Tigray fighters are in control. The Amhara forces had to flee. Amhara provisional government dismantled. There, obviously, Eritrea was not in a position to intervene. Those militias were not in a position to get support from Eritrea. Even no support from Fano groups too. Fano groups of Wollo are silent. They are only issuing statements. They have not taken any practical steps to support the militias in southern zone, which have been expelled from there. Amhara government is also silent. But here, if Ethiopian government and TPLF decide to implement the same tactic, use the same tactic which they used in southern zone, and they use the same tactic in western zone too, we could see a really complex situation. What will Eritrea do? No one clearly knows. Eritrean official policy is that it is not interfering in Ethiopian internal matters. Eritrean military remained deployed to western zone during the 2-year-long war. Eritrea played a key role in supporting Amhara forces in taking control of Humera, Welkait. When Amhara forces were pushing towards Humera town from Eritrean side of the border, artillery strikes were conducted on Tigray fighters. I'm talking about the start of war in November 2020. So from day one, Eritrea supported Amhara forces, ENDF, when they took control of Humera, Welkait. Then Eritrea defended this area. The military remained deployed here. When Tigray fighters tried to retake Humera, Welkait, they could not because there was deployment of ENDF, EDF, Amhara forces, etc. So what will Eritrea do now? Because these days, Ethiopia relations not very friendly, very tense relations. Whether Eritrea will intervene or not, Amhara militia members, Amhara provisional government here, led by Damak Zadu, etc., could try to connect with Eritrea. People say that Damak Zadu is Eritrea's man, that he is in touch with Eritrea, he's getting support from Eritrea. And Amhara forces were trained in Eritrea, by the way, militias to do 2-year-long war. But now I think we have no new evidence to say that now Amhara forces are being trained in Eritrea or Amhara militias are in Eritrea. But they were trained during 2-year-long war when Amhara, ENDF, and EDF were allies. If federal government and Tigray decide to take military measures, launch military action in Humera, Welkait, and Damak Zadu led militia members decide to fight back, what will happen? Obviously, the western zone will turn into a conflict area. Amhara militia members will try to get support from Eritrea. Whether Eritrea will support or not, that's open to discussion. But obviously, they would like to get support from Sudan, from Eritrea, directly from Eritrea, or from Sudan, or from other groups in Sudan, or from Eritrean elements in Sudan. To prevent this likely support for Amhara militia members from Eritrea, ENDF is closing the main road. Road has remained closed reportedly, but now Eritrean military is taking full control, pushing Amhara militias away. By the way, I think more than a year ago, Damak Zadu was seen in Eritrea. Was he in Hajar? Pictures were released showing him with Eritrean military officers, and it was on some Eritrean National Day. I don't remember correctly. When he went there, it means border was open. That is how he managed to enter Eritrea. So now Ethiopian military wants to cut off the link between Amhara militia members and Eritrea. First point is that maybe these Amhara forces will get support from Eritrea. That is why. Second point is that Eritrea post does not intervene. Even then, these Amhara militia members will try to flee to Eritrea. So maybe they'll get shelter there. To prevent their entry into Eritrea, obviously, Ethiopia would need more deployments from Humera to Hajar. So that is why we have learned that Ethiopian military is being deployed to Humera to Hajar areas. Maybe that is why new reinforcements are coming from Tigray border, from other parts of Ethiopia. But we cannot say that Ethiopia is making preparations and it fears that Eritrea is going to support Amhara forces. We cannot say that now. We'll have to wait. How will Eritrea respond to this deployment? Deployment is on Ethiopian side of the border. Ethiopia has every right to secure the border. It has every right to prevent the flow of its armed elements from its territory into Eritrea. But we'll have to wait to see how Eritrea responds to this development. Thank you for watching.